Alright, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and for this video I wanted to give you guys another look at the lovely Black Widow rocking her brand new Avengers 3099 uniform. I've had quite a few of you guys hitting me up over the past couple of days asking to take another look at her because she's looking pretty stellar in terms of her damage output in this uniform. So some of you guys are wondering how this uniform compares to the Endgame uniform slash team suit. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, even though both of these, actually all three of these, right, all three of y'all, right, put some respect on the Black Widow's name, god damn it. Anyways, right, all three of these things go and get replaced in the next 4 months when she gets a uniform for her standalone Black Widow movie. So regardless of the outcome of this video, you should not be buying any of these uniforms for the Black Widow. Well, the ones for gold you can pick up just because if you upgrade them and they're tied to uniforms, you get additional bonus stats, right? But that's not what we're talking about today. In terms of what you should pick up to use, if you don't have a uniform for the Black Widow, pick this one up. It's actually really good in terms of its damage output. The survivability is pretty dicey because you can only rely on 2 iframes, and if you have any dodge built in, that will help her stay alive. But besides that, she dies very easily, as to be expected. She's a speed type. She's very fragile. However, in the endgame uniform or team suit, she's actually pretty safe. However, it seems as though the trade-off is her damage is actually lower than the 3099 uniform. Yeah, crazy, right? It's probably the best uniform that you can get from the story missions. Between Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow, based on my testing, this one right here seems like it's the most useful just because of how bad everything else the Black Widow has is by comparison. Crazy, even though this one is lacking survivability. Hopefully, we'll be saying the exact same thing about all of these uniforms when Black Widow gets her new uniform that will be coming for her movie. I'm hoping we're saying, oh my goodness, this new uniform for Widow is way better than anything we've ever seen. Because I think she needs a moment to shine in this game. She's never really gotten that, and she's one of the OGs. You start the game with Widow, so I think after 5 years, you know what I'm saying, it's perfect. It's around the anniversary of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's basically the perfect time for Black Widow to become one of the deadliest characters in Marvel Future Fight. Nonetheless, I'm going to show you guys how both uniforms compare to each other, and then from there, it's up to you guys if you want to play with the Widow 3099 uniform until she gets her movie, or if you just want to keep rocking with the Endgame one. For me, I think, I don't know, I like the 3099 one because it puts out more damage, but I basically only use Widow in Shadowlands, so for me, I'm indifferent. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm hoping that after her update, we can use her for a lot more consistently, maybe even do a little bit of GBR with her, you know what I'm saying? I might actually try her out in GBR, right? Like in this 3099 uniform, because in GBR you can kind of make bad survivability work, right? But nonetheless, we're gonna dive in, boys, do a little comparison here against Proxima, show y'all how she rocks, man. Now we're bringing along Anti-Venom here just because she's gonna die very easily, and it wouldn't be a comparison if she just dies in 30 seconds, right? All right, let's go. Nice. Oh boy. Ooh, that does saving my bacon. Saving my bacon. Proc was late there. We're gonna have to try and. Nice. It's really good that even though the 2 skill is not an iframe, it has movement. Ooh. The wasp saved my bacon there. If I had gotten hit by the blade twister, it would have been over for me. This uniform is definitely the best one for Widow. You see, like, even though the 2 is not an iframe, it looks like it's an iframe because Proxima just kind of stays still for you. Oh gosh, let me kill Coulson for her. Come on. Oh, actually, I was gonna kill Coulson to try and get Widow back out faster, but I couldn't attack anyway, so it's fine. Basically, we're just trying to push Proxima down to 7 bars. Blade Twisters are spawning. We have, I was gonna say we have the Wasp, so we don't need to retreat, but Wasp, what are you doing, bro? It's like you took a little mini vacation there. Woo! That was a little spike there, and that's with no defense down. We're not using no defense down, and we're still seeing some good damage. I know you guys are gonna say, oh, well, this is stage 30. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so what was that? 316 on the clock? Alright, 316. Well, 315. Let's swap over to the Endgame uniform, and you guys can see the difference in terms of damage. I'm gonna play her basically the same, trying to proc with this uniform, just like with the 3099 one. You can proc on the 4 or the 5, but it's probably best to proc on the 4 while the 5 is active. Now, because we have the immunity on the 4th skill in this uniform, we can play her a little bit more aggressively, but that's not going to equate to very much damage at all, as you guys are gonna see. That was the 5 running with the 4, and we got basically no real damage. Like, we have 3 different iframes with immunity, so we can be a little bit more risky with her. Okay. And I find it to be a little bit harder to keep the proc on the 5 and the 4 in this uniform, even though we have a lot of hits, like a lot of hits. However, hold up, a lot of the time the enemies just kind of move out of the electric field that she's putting down with the 5th skill. So without the residual shock damage, you don't get much. You can see, like, we're doing little to no damage at all. Yeah, this is pretty pathetic. Okay, where's my proc? Wow. That was a full proc on the 4. Oh, really? She moved out of the range of the 4 skill. Completely canceled it out. That's also another area where the 3099 Widow is superior. The range. So you can see, like, we're struggling to do any kind of significant damage, but we are, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit safer, right? So we could have done this without anti-venom. So for War Boss, yeah, for War Boss gameplay, hold up, I don't think this uniform needs to have anti-venom, but the other one kind of does. You can see we're not making much headway at all. And both uniforms have the exact same stats. It's it's dodge, HP, hold up, and physical attack. I'll show you guys the full build at the end. And both versions of Widow, they do lightning damage. You can see, like, we're struggling. We got down to 7 bars in like a minute 45, and right here, hold up, like, we can't even get there. Like, she's a finesser, but like, wow, got canceled out of the, yeah, her skills, they just don't have any kind of stopping power. Future Fight team, please fix this. We're a solid minute behind. Both heroic uniforms. This one cost crystals, the other one was completely free. Well, time is not free, okay? Time is the most valuable resources we have to offer as human beings. So it's not free. You have to actually play the story for a couple hours to get the uniform. So arguably, right, the other uniform is more valuable than this one. But again, to get crystals, if you're free to play, that also costs time. So I don't know, it's the same. Okay, both are free to play uniforms, because all uniforms, for the most part, besides the Gwenpool uniform, are free to play. All right. So yeah, that's it. Right. Massive gap between the uniforms. So no one should be rocking this one in World Boss, in my opinion. And I'll show you guys, against Corvus, it's the exact same thing. We're gonna drop down to like a 30 here, and we're gonna go in. Actually, no, we're gonna skip. Hold up, using them, and we're gonna go with Ignore dodge because we're gonna need that. So that's 50% along with the 37 that I have. And then we'll just go with Ancient One because he's gonna offer 25%. That's gonna get us over 100%, so that's good. And we'll keep anti-venom there just so we don't have to worry about kiting. And this way we can just focus on doing damage. This one we don't really have to worry too much because the uniform, like I said, has built-in survivability. Like, look at that. The damage was just so bad from the 5th skill, bro. Like, okay, 4th skill look really good here. Okay, can you get out of my face, bro? Okay, stay in there, stay in. Ooh, wow, couldn't get the 4th skill to go off again. Strange, because he didn't dodge anything. I thought I could get it on time. Okay, come to me. Gonna go 5. Immediate cancel into 4. Nice. 2, 3 to move around. 5. Immediate cancel into 4. He iframed. And now the proc is gonna probably be a little bit off, so we're gonna go 5. Immediate cancel into 4. You can see, like, sometimes the procs just don't come, even though, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, look at that. There's so many hits. So many hits. And look how long it takes for the proc to go off, bro. It's crazy. So because of that, you lose a lot of damage because you have like two or maybe like sometimes 3 rotations when your proc just do not want to cooperate. Alright. Okay, so now okay. Like, why do I have a damage proc if you're just not gonna cooperate, bro? The man is not even dodging anything. Like, he is iframing a little bit, so that's pretty annoying. So 332 there, right, with this uniform to get this bastard to die for the first time. So now we're just gonna swap this uniform here, and I'm gonna show you guys how much faster this one is. Right, and keep in mind both uniforms are lightning based, they're physical based, exactly the same stats. I'll show you guys in a sec. Alright, let's run it. Nice. Nice. Ooh, I got caught by the blade twister, and he almost made me bleed out. Alright, gonna cop that, run back, just keep running. Thank you, anti-venom. You are the best. Really? No proc, eh? Okay, fine. Hold that. I missed the wasp. And I I really hate being snared. Because of that, I'm losing a lot of damage. You guys can see this, right? Definitely more damage. Nice. Whew! That freaking blitzed him because he stood in there. That's that's so much more damage. So you can see for yourself, with this uniform, you're trading survivability for damage. And I don't have a problem with uniforms like these, right? Like, you kind of like get to pick your poison. Do you want survivability? Do you want damage? And as a free-to-play uniform, hey, this is a really good upgrade for new players to have. If they don't want to spend any crystals because they don't care about Black Widow as a character, they can have something like this completely for free. Sure, why not? All right, because this uniform is pretty cool looking. And hold up, let's go cop that heal. Give me that, give me that, give me that action. And I really like, wow, I really like her 5th skill because you can actually cancel it, but I didn't want to cancel it throughout this because hold up. Sometimes you need the iframe to give you the extra survivability. Like, we could wrap this up right here, but I'm just having fun playing with her. Like, it's so nice when you get the 4th skill to hit. What hit me there? Oh, the fire pit. I wasn't paying attention. Have this ever happened to you guys where you're looking at the boss, you're trying to keep track of their movement, but then an environment, I'm gonna die. Nope. None of those hit me. An environmental hazard that you should have clearly avoided just kills you because you're paying attention to what the boss is gonna do, and then the environment just like kind of catches you off guard. Anyways, the point here is that both of these uniforms are gonna get replaced in 4 months, but you guys wanted to see a comparison between the two. This one right here gives you way better damage, but these two just gives you a little bit more survivability. So completely up to you what route you want to go with in terms of playing the Widow until she gets your new uniform. This is what the stats currently look like. And yeah, hit me in the comments if you guys want to see more gameplay with her, because I'll be more than happy to do it. Because at the end of the day, I still have to build her to get her to tier 3 when she gets her movie. So building her now or building her later doesn't really matter to me. Till next time, stay safe. I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.